Hello YouTube, my name is Milan and welcome back to my channel. Hell, it's been so long since I've uploaded a video. Hell, the last time you saw me I looked like this. Bruh. In today's video, I'm going to be continuing on with my Adobe Illustrator Cartoon Me challenges, and I'm going to be focusing on WWE. And the thing is, when I wanted to upload this video, the content was still relevant. Now, maybe not. But today we're going to be doing a Cartoon Me challenge of Finn Balor. If you know Finn Balor, he's a WWE superstar who recently, well, I say recently, who came back from NXT to WWE Raw. Oh no, SmackDown. Anyways, this intro is going to take forever if I'm allowed to keep rambling on like this, so let's just hop into the computer. And now we can get down to business. Okay, now that we have Illustrator open, the first thing to do is to find reference images on the internet so we can begin the line work. But before that, the images that you pick have to be strategically chosen. You need to have a clear understanding in your mind of what you want to do. I have been doing this for a bit now, so I have a good understanding of that. So as you can see, I'm placing some images onto the document and I'm reducing the opacity just so it makes it easier to move things around and maneuver and try and get a general understanding of how I'm laying out everything. And this planning is very important before we move into the line work. Okay, now to do the line work. The first thing you need to do is to work with one image at a time. This ensures that you don't confuse yourself because it is very likely to happen in this step. Next, we want to create a new art brush because we are using a mouse instead of a stylus. Select your ellipse tool and create a sharp ellipse with a black fill and no stroke. Zoom in to about 1600% and make the ellipse as sharp as possible. Next, go to your brushes tab and create a new art brush and rename it to whatever you want, and then hit OK. Now you have a brush stroke that replicates a stylus stroke. Okay, so now you want to draw in the outlines of your character's eyes, nose, and all other facial features, and just keep moving on throughout the image. This is the same as trying to trace an image on a piece of paper with a pencil or pen. You can allow overlapping lines like you see on the screen, because once you are done, you can select all of your lines and then go to the object, expand appearance, and then go to your pathfinder and hit divide. This will allow you to manipulate and delete certain parts of your intersecting lines to make sure your lines are sharp, clean, and connected. And you should end up with something like this for your first image. Now the next thing to do is to replicate the exact steps I just showed you with every other image that you had in your document, going through them one at a time. Please keep in mind that this is very important. Okay, now we're moving on to the base colors, and before we continue, please go to your layers tab and make sure that the line work we just did is the layer at the very top. All other layers must go beneath them, including the base color layer. So what you want to do is observe your reference image and try to find a nice skin tone that is somewhat realistic. Then go to your color palette and try to mimic or copy that color as close as possible. But make sure that the color has vibrance. We're not trying to create a zombie here. Okay, now to add this color to your work, go to the pen tool and simply click the outlines of the character that we have made in the line work layer. Remember, you're not doing this step in the line work layer. You must create a new layer beneath the line work layer, and then you want to map out your character, which will fill him in. Keep doing this process for every part of the illustration and you should end up with something like this. At this point, you've ended up with a pretty decent illustration. However, if you want to make it look even better, then you're going to want to repeat the base color step but for shadows and highlights. This step basically means that you're going to be working with different layers, namely light shadow, midtones, dark tones, and highlights. To do this, convert your reference images to 16 colors, and this will pretty much show you where to add the different color overlays. And the remainder of the video will be sped up, and then you'll see the end result. I hope you found this helpful, and if you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more crazy content like this.